students, a very good morning to you. How are you? I hope you all fine and doing your work properly. So as you know that we are continuing at chapter 13 of class 11, that is photosynthesis in higher plants. In our previous classes, we have completed the C3 and C4 cycle, means the Kelvin cycle and Hertzsprung pathway. Today we will study about photorespiration. So let's understand what is photorespiration. As you know that respiration is an important process for all the living organisms on earth, whether it is plant or animals. So here the term photorespiration, what do you mean by this term? Photo means light. When light is involved during any process, that is called as photo process. And respiration is added to photo means during the process of photosynthesis, means when the green plants respire or do photosynthesis, they respire. But here we will study about photorespiration in a different way. So let's understand what is the way in which photorespiration is a harmful process for many of the plants. As I have told you, all the plants on earth is divided into two categories. One is C3 and another is C4. On the basis of their product, carbon product they form initially. It means when the first stable product is a C3 carbon compound, that is called as C3 cycle or C3 pathway, and when the stable product during photosynthesis is a 4 carbon compound, that is called as C4 pathway or C4 cycle. So in C3 cycle, PGA, phosphoglycerol aldehyde, is the first stable product, and in C4 pathway, OAA, it means oxaloacetic acid, is the first stable product. So which type of plants show photorespiration and how photorespiration is a wasteful process for many of the plant species? Let's understand this. During photorespiration, or we can say in C3 plants, rhubarb carboxylase. Rhubarb carboxylase means rubisco, as you know, the most abundant enzyme in the world, means all the plants contain this enzyme, rubisco. So here rhubarb carboxylase, which is the main enzyme in photosynthesis, means during photosynthesis rhubarb carboxylase plays an important role. Here carboxylase added, it means this enzyme helps in the addition of carbon dioxide, and as you know that during photosynthesis the amount of carbohydrate or sugar depend on the amount of carbon dioxide. Means if carbon dioxide fixation is more in the plant, then the product we get is rich in sugar or starch. So that's why photosynthesis, we can say during photosynthesis the main enzyme that works is rhubarb carboxylase, which adds carbon dioxide or fixes carbon dioxide, which is the main enzyme in photosynthesis, and it functions as oxygenase at high temperature and high oxygen concentration. It means when oxygen is high, the concentration of oxygen is high and temperature is high, its main function is to act as oxygenase. So it catalyzes the oxidation of rhubarb into one molecule of 3C compound. Here it means catalyzes means during any catalytic reaction or catalytic process. This enzyme means the rhubarb converts into one molecule of 3 carbon compound, that is called as your phosphoglycerate. The 3 carbon compound named as phosphoglycerate, and one molecule of 2C carbon compound is phosphoglycolate. So this is the difference, that it catalyzes the oxidation of rhubarb into one molecule of 3C compound, means 3 carbon compound, and that is called as phosphoglycerate, and one molecule of 2 carbon compound. Here the carbon compound is 3 and the result phosphoglycerate is formed, and here the compound is 2 carbon and that is phosphoglycolate. Clear? So it is a wasteful process as there is no sugar or ATP formed. So CO2 is released and ATP is consumed. This is the most important line you have to understand. This is the wasteful process, means without respiration no organism can survive. But still here during photosynthesis, why this is called as wasteful, means useless process? Because if during photosynthesis respiration occurs, then the amount of carbon dioxide will be released, and if the carbon dioxide will be released, then the amount of carbon product is less. So to prevent the release of carbon dioxide from the plant or from the leaf, photorespiration is considered to be a wasteful process. Clear? So this photorespiration is avoided by C4 plants. We will study about the differences, then discuss about it. So you just remember that photorespiration is a wasteful process. Why? Because there is no sugar formed. Why sugar is not formed? Because carbon dioxide is released. If carbon dioxide is released, then how sugar will be formed? Carbohydrate will be formed. That's why this is called so. Or ATP is formed. No ATP is formed. Clear? So this is, in this process we can say carbon dioxide is released and ATP is utilized, due to which photorespiration is a wasteful process in many of the plants. So which type of plants show photorespiration? C3. And which type of plant do not show photorespiration? C4. That's why the productivity of C4 plants is maximum when compared to C3 plants. Clear? So now let's understand what is the main differences between C3 and C4 plants. Let's understand this in detail. Let's write the points, then we will understand. So first, photosynthesis occur in mesophyll cell. As you know that in C3 plants, photosynthesis occur in mesophyll cells. But in C4 plants, it takes place both in mesophyll cell and bundle sheath cell. So we can say that photosynthesis occurs in mesophyll cell. But in case of C4 plants, photosynthesis occurs in both mesophyll cell, mesophyll and bundle sheath cell. You know about bundle sheath cell, I have explained in my last class. So here let's understand. Mesophyll cell is the part where photosynthesis occur in C3 plants, whereas mesophyll and bundle sheath cells are involved in C4 plants. Clear? So photosynthesis in C3 plant takes place in mesophyll cell, whereas photosynthesis takes place in in mesophyll and bundle sheath cell. So let's see. Cran's anatomy is absent. Cran's anatomy is absent. But here Cran's anatomy is present. You know about Cran's anatomy. Cran's anatomy only seen in the C4 plants are around the bundle sheath cell. They are arranged like wreath, means reflections of cell having no intercellular space. So the cells are arranged very close to each other, leaving no intercellular space. So in C3 plants, Cran's anatomy is absent, whereas in C4 plants, Cran's anatomy is present. And in C3 plants, the first stable product is a 3-carbon compound. 3-carbon compound, that is PGA. It means phosphoglycerol aldehyde. Whereas in C4 plants, the first carbon product is a 4-carbon source or 4-carbon compound. That is, you can say your OAA. It means oxaloacetic acid. So here I have explained tell you 3 points that photosynthesis occur in mesophyll cell, but in C4 plants photosynthesis occur in mesophyll and bundle sheath cell. Cran's anatomy absent, Cran's anatomy present. First stable product is phosphoglyceraldehyde, whereas first stable product is oxaloacetic acid. Here chloroplasts are only one type. In case of C3 plants, chloroplast is only one type. Which type? That is granule. We can say as granule. I also explained this. What is granule and agranule? But in C4 plants, it is dimorphic. It is dimorphic. Dimorphic means presence of both granule in mesophyll cell and agranule in bundle sheath cell, because in C4 plants both mesophyll cell and bundle sheath cells involved in photosynthesis. So we can say it is dimorphic and presence of granule and agranule cells. So what is next point tells us about, I think you understand, chloroplast is only one type, means granule. Here chloroplast is of two types. So photorespiration loss, respiratory loss is high. Fifth point we can write, photorespiration is high, means in C3 plants the amount of photorespiration, means photorespiration occurs, due to which high amount of carbon dioxide get lost. So the first stable product is a 3 carbon compound, whereas here photorespiration is low or negligible. Photorespiration is low, or we can say negligible, means not take place at all. That's why the first stable product is a 4 carbon compound. So important point, this is most important point. Photorespiration is high in C3 plants and photorespiration is low or negligible. Clear, students? So next point, let's see what is the 6th point tells us about photosynthesis. Or temperature optimum for photosynthesis is about 25 degrees Celsius. Clear? Means the optimum temperature is required, that is 25 degrees Celsius, whereas in case of C4 plants that is between 35 degree to 40 degrees Celsius. Means at this temperature photosynthesis occurs in C3 plants, means at 25 degrees Celsius photosynthesis occurs in C3 plants, whereas between 35 to 40 degrees Celsius photosynthesis takes place in C4 plants. Clear? So they are photosynthetically less active. As we know that C3 plants give less productivity, so we can say photosynthetically they are less active. Photosynthetically they are less active, but photosynthetically they are more active. Dear students, if you not understand the writing, then you can listen to me or listen the video, then you can understand. Again I am repeating this. After explaining about photorespiration, here we studied about C3 and C4 plants, and they are named on the basis of their carbon product they form. So first point, C3, in C3 plants photosynthesis occur in mesophyll cells, whereas in C4 plants photosynthesis takes place in mesophyll cell and bundle sheath cell. Second point, Kranz anatomy is absent, means no cells are found to be very close to each other. They have intercellular space, but Kranz anatomy is present, which is found around the bundle sheath cell. As in C3 plants bundle sheath cell is not found, so the Kranz anatomy will not found. That's why this point tells us about Kranz anatomy is present, means the large size cells around bundle sheath cell are called as Kranz anatomy, and they are only found in C4 plants. And next, third point, 3 carbon compound PGA. PGA means phosphoglyceraldehyde is formed, whereas in C4 plants OAA, it means oxaloacetic acid is found or formed. Next, chloroplast is only one type, whereas in C4 plants chloroplast is of two types. One is in C3 plants the chloroplast is granule, whereas in C4 plant chloroplast is granule as well as agranule. Next, photorespiration is high, means in C3 plants the rate of respiration is high during photosynthesis, due to which the carbon dioxide is get released from the plant, and that's why the carbon product formed is contain less sugar. But in case of C4 plants, photorespiration is low or negligible. It means photorespiration will not occur. It means not that the plant will not respire. The plant respire, but the respiration occurs intracellular, means the carbon dioxide released from one cell is used by another cell, and in this way photosynthesis occurs and carbon dioxide will not release to the atmosphere, and as a result we get the product, that is oxaloacetic acid. Next, it works or it functions at 25 degrees Celsius, means C3 plants can't resist a high temperature, so they have an optimum temperature, that is 25 degrees Celsius, whereas in C4 plants 35 to 40 degrees Celsius it can function or can properly work between 35 to 40 degrees Celsius, means it can tolerate high range of temperature. Again, it is photosynthetically less active, means photosynthesis occurs very slow, whereas in C4 plants it is photosynthetically more active. It means photosynthesis takes, or the rate of photosynthesis is high. So here these are the main important points you have to understand and remember, and this is the most interesting as well as important topic. So students, you can take the screenshot and write the points, and there is nothing to be remember, you just understand what is the function of different type of enzymes and components present on leaf during the process of photosynthesis. Now let's see some examples which are considered as C3 and C4 plants. In C3 plants we can say rice, wheat, bean, potato. Rice, wheat, bean, potato, means both monocot and dicot. Both monocot and dicot plants show C3 type of photosynthesis. So you can see the examples. Rice is a C3 plant, wheat is a C3 plant, beans is a C3 plant, and potato is a C3 plant. Means they show less productivity, or they gave less productivity compared to C4 plants. Then let's see which are the C4 plants, and in C4 plants we can say that sugarcane, maize, etc. Sugarcane and maize, we can take the example of sugarcane and maize. They have high carbon product or high amount of sugar is present, as they will not show photorespiration. So you can remember the examples. Suppose the question will ask, write the name of 3 or write the name of 2 C3 plants and 2 C4 plants, then you can write rice and wheat, bean, potato are C3 plants, whereas sugarcane, maize, amaranth, also another example. You just remember these two examples. Maize and sugarcane come under C4 plants, whereas rice, wheat, bean and potato are considered under C3 plants. So students, this is all about your topic today. Next we will study about factors affecting photosynthesis.